Welcome to Chris Cook for YouTube. Let's get started with today's recipe. To make the turkey necks in creamed gravy, you're going to need thyme, all-purpose adobo seasoning, paprika, garlic, onion powder, and this is garlic powder, salt, 2 chicken bouillon cubes, onion, celery, my all-time seasoning in the world, Lipton onion soup mix, and of course you're going to need the turkey necks. Now I'm going to add some cayenne pepper to this. That's optional. You can add it or not, but I'll have that when I get ready to mix the seasoning. I'm going to go away, wash my turkey necks, and get them ready for the pot. I will show you how to clean turkey necks. So I'll meet you at the sink. Be right back. Okay, turkey necks are real easy to clean. You're going to have some little particles on it, little pieces of skin on it like that. So cut the water down just a little bit. You want to take these little pieces of skin that's hanging all over everywhere. You want to take them off. And of course you want to wash your turkey necks. Okay, now sometimes they come clean like this, and you really don't have to do anything to them, but sometimes they don't. Okay, sometimes they'll come like this one that I'm getting ready to show you. This, see all of that fat you don't need. So you're gonna take, and it's easier to cut it off. But then if you can't cut it off, then just go ahead and get it off with your knife. And I normally just get off the slimy part. There's a little slimy part on the outside of the skin. I normally just get this off. Anything that's, anything that's looks like a little bit of fat, I just go ahead and get that off. If it's any ends that I don't want on it, I just go ahead and cut it off. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go away and get these all cleaned up, put it in the pot, and I'll meet you at my stove. Now what I am going to do is I have a couple of turkey wings, and turkey wings you pretty much don't need to clean. Matter of fact, I'll show you that I got them down over in here. Only thing I'm going to do is just cut them up. I'll take off any excess fat, like see excess skin. See that skin that I don't need. Enough skin on turkey wings. So I just go ahead and take it off. The only other thing that you do to turkey wings is if you see any little feathers on it, you go ahead and get the feathers off. But other than that, your turkey wings are good to go. So you just put them in your pot. Be right back. Okay, now I'm at the stove, and I'm going to go ahead, and I've already started to cook a little bit, so I'm going to go ahead and add my onions and my celery. Now this is going to cook roughly about 2.5 hours. I'm going to go ahead and add my my chicken bouillon cubes. This is on a medium heat. I'm going to add my all-time favorite seasoning in the world, Lipton onion soup mix. And then I just mixed all my seasonings up in this bowl, so I'm going to go ahead and add them. And I did add a touch of cayenne pepper to that. Now, of course, I'll put your seasonings at the bottom of the page. And I don't know how much you're going to be cooking, but this is I have 2 turkey wings in there, and I have about 8 turkey necks in there. Okay, and you always want to cover your pot with water because this water will cook down. So I'm going to cover, you want to cover your meat with water because the liquids in the pot will cook down. Now I'm going to cover this. I'm going to tilt it just a little bit so the pot won't overflow. That helps to prevent your pot from, you know how your pot boils over on the stove. Well, if you tilt your pot top, that'll help to prevent that. And of course, if you adjust your heat accordingly. So I'll bring you back in about, I don't know, a couple of hours, show you how it's doing. And then I'll bring you back for the finished product, for the finished meal. Now, one thing I didn't show you is this cornstarch. At the very end, I'm going to add a little bit of this with some water just to give me that thickening gravy that I'm looking for to go over my turkey wings. I'm going to be serving this with biscuits and rice. So I'll be back 2.5 hours. Okay, now I'm back and my turkey parts are ready. Now this is my wooden utensil. So I'm just going to see when you can pull it away like that, then your turkey is ready. That's my turkey wing. See, I'm pulling it away and it's ready, tender and everything. Now you can see the brown in the liquids that were left in the pot. Now that's all of the seasoning that we put in the beginning, and it turned it brown. So now what I'm going to do is I have 3 cups of water that's sitting here, and I'm going to add to that because now I want to get that gravy that I want. I'm going to add to that 2 heaping tablespoons. See, that's heaping. Tablespoons of cornstarch. Now, it does not take cornstarch a long time in order to thicken up. Because now what I want to do is, I told you I'm serving this with rice. So I want to have a thick gravy over my rice. I may add just a little bit more. Okay, now you want that to fully dissolve. That takes about, I don't know, probably about 15 seconds. Okay. Now once everything is fully dissolved and you've stirred it well and you don't see any lumps or anything that's not dissolved, you're going to go ahead and you're going to add that to this. Okay, now this is going to take just about a minute to come back up to a boil. So in 1 minute, I'm going to bring you right back to show you. As soon as this starts, it's starting a little bit over there. But as soon as it starts to fully boil, so that this gravy will thicken up, I'm going to bring you right back. Be right back. Okay, now it hasn't even been a minute, but it started to boil. So I just wanted to bring you back and show it to you. Okay, I want you to look at this gravy that I'm going to layer over my rice. See that? See how thick that is? Okay, that works out to be perfect. Now, I'm going to cut this off, sit it on the back of my stove, go ahead and make my rice and my biscuits. Once I get that made, I'm going to bring it back and dish you up a plate. But look at how good that looks. Okay? Yep. Real thick. And I think this is something that you're truly going to enjoy. Now, if you need to taste this for seasonings, you can, but I know that this is on point, so I don't have to worry about it. I can look at my gravy color and pretty much tell that this is on point. So I'll bring you back as soon as I get finished with the rest of my dinner. Be back. Okay, now I'm back and my dinner is ready, so let me go ahead and dish up a plate. My rice is back here, so I'm going to put a little rice down on the plate. And I did, when I made my rice, I did put a chicken bouillon cube down in there, so you might can see just a little bit of that. These biscuits are hot, so I'll go ahead and get a couple of those out. And here is my turkey necks and gravy. So I'm gonna get this out. Now, if you want I didn't tell you this because I didn't even think about it. But if you want, I do need a dish towel, I get it. But if you want a creamier gravy, like you want just it to have like a creamier taste to it, then just add about a tablespoon of carnation milk. Carnation milk really does the trick when it comes to making it cream up. And I did add a tablespoon at the end, so that's why I'm telling you that. Now, I'm going to put some of this gravy over this rice. Okay. Now, you can't tell me that this isn't a real Southern meal. And it looks fantastic, and I know that it tastes about the same. So there you have it. Chris is making turkey necks with really Southern gravy, down home gravy, rice, and biscuits. Okay, that's what I'm having for today. That's a real good meal, hearty meal that'll really hit that stomach, and man, it'll have you really just knocked out afterwards. Want to thank you as always for watching. Chris cooked for you too. Bye.